After 50 years, the Maple Theater is closing its doors.
If you've ever dreamed of owning a drive-in movie theater, the Cherry Bowl of Honor, Michigan is up for sale.
Town officials said they were taken back to learn the storied State Theater in Bay City has filed for bankruptcy.
You're driven by what you can't have. You're driven by something that has been taken away from you, you want to get it back. I was denied that movie theater.
Bernie is an old soul, and he has this love and passion for these old theaters.
Growing up, we'd see the Delft and the Nordic's marquees all lit up. It was like the center of the planet to me.
Most places in the UP only had one theater.
I just became kind of enamored with the Nordic. And here's this really unique piece of architecture that's playing something that you can't go to because it's rated R and you wouldn't understand and you'd be bored by it anyways. It's like, I really gotta go check this out. It's a movie theater I can't go to.
With movie theaters, AMC and Harmite,
GKC was looking at the area.
To the independents, it was like an invasion happening.
It was no longer like the heyday.
God, there's just so much competition.
That's when you could say the fan was hit.
When the pressure came on, the decision was made to sell the theaters.
This guy comes up to me, he says, "Do you know who owns this building? I want to put it in a bookstore. Here's what I'll give you." And I said, "Why don't you let me think about it?" I wanted at least to have a 6-hour window before I grabbed the money.
And I'll never forget seeing the marquee completely gone and the face just flat. I just had to move on with my life. But I got a text from my mom and she said, "Book World's closing." I immediately started getting into action with it.
He was very determined.
What is it going to take to make this a movie theater again?
But yeah, I dealt with Bernie quite a bit.
Well, nostalgia is a very powerful instrument.
There's an intrinsic value to those types of buildings and landmarks.
It's beyond the movies. It's the magic of how we gather together.
This is something I've wanted my entire life, to reopen this theater, and I gotta make time to do it. I gotta make it happen.